Hi, this is People, Places, and Things in History. This is Carol Church Gardner coming to you, and we have a brand new one. Happy Monday, everybody. Here we go. Did you ever wonder what your government is doing to us? Well, yes, I've seen an instance just a couple of days ago. And yes, and we know we are used as human guinea pigs at some time. Here's a couple of instances. Did you know back in the day that we had our troops and all that? We would deploy on World War I, the actual troops. We would deploy tear gas or whatever, and they would end up getting sick from that. Whatever we would do to our own troops, they would get sick. Why would you do that when you had millions of dollars in them invested? I don't know. Another one is, a couple of days ago in China, I seen a woman say that this new flu was something that she thinks the government had released. And I believe it probably was. There's things our government does that we do not know. And so she thinks the coronavirus was put out there to get rid of some of the people. Alright, so they're all scared. We're scared too. We live in the United States. We can be scared too because we never know when something's going to happen. That's a part of life, guys. And another one is, do you know the Lyme's disease? The Lyme's disease comes from Lyme's, Connecticut. You look it up, it's at Lyme's, Connecticut. It was back in the 1970s. This virus had came out of this disease. It came out, it was an outbreak. They think it was from the island across from there that they use for experiments. Yes, and it's secret experiments. It's on a global scale. They take in these animals, they give them different vaccines, and then the animals get sick. They go in, they gut them down, and they do it right all over again. I seen a documentary on this, so I don't know how true it is, but I seen it on TV. It's supposed to be a documentary, just like Project Blue Book. There's aliens out there, but the government keeps it secret. Well, this is one of their other secrets, guys. Another thing, do you know that we had bombed? Somebody had told me that was in the United States, and they were from another country, and I walked in and he goes, "You guys just bombed Syria a couple of days ago." Now, I have no idea, you know what I mean? But I know the government can be sneaky, any government. We're not the only ones that's sneaky, and either is China. So, you know, these are a few incidents. We had bombed, actually, Syria one day. So, yes, and he said they kept it secret and it was on TV. But sooner or later, this stuff leaks out to the press. Another one is, back in the 60s, there was Agent Orange. We sprayed our own people. When we would go in with the troops, the Agent Orange had come back. It was a cancer. Yes, they actually gave our own troops cancer back then. They didn't really realize the side effect of Agent Orange, but that was one of the side effects. Our own people got Agent Orange. It was actually cancer. And Winston Churchill himself had a UFO conspiracy. These are a few things that the governments do not tell us, and so does Russia. Russia believes in a USSR. Woo! There are aliens. Yeah, see, they have a UFO project too. Another one is mind control. A lot of people think our government has us in mind control. Why? Because we do unusual things sometimes, or we forget people. And there was one woman who actually said, mind control, where you don't know what's going on. You just don't know where you are, who you are, what's going on. So this is a few cases of the mind controlling that the agencies are putting out there. She had reported that she was under mind control. The mind control was, a lot of times people would be angry at her, hit her, spit at her, call her nasty names, And she thinks a lot of people was under mind control when she was in college. And that was, I think, in the 1980s. Yes, there has been reports of this. And, oh yes, and Nessie, our Loch Ness Monster in Scotland, will not even be up to the scale that Scotland has. She's want to know why it's a top secret. This is some of the secrets our government does not want us to know, and Nessie is one of them. Who knew Nessie would be one? And we're kept. Area 51. Area 51 is a top secret place. Why? Because the government will shoot you so far from it. This is why Area 51. But they have said they have seen so many weird things. You have to watch Area 51. It sometimes tells you aliens actually exist. So you really have to watch this one. Another one is, yes, Julia Child is another one. She was too tall to actually join the service, but she wanted her services to go. So they actually made her an intelligent, she's actually an intelligent agency. That's what Julia Child intelligent agency means, is she was actually an agent that actually did stuff back in World Wars. Thank you. Okay, and listening in on and Lennon, the Beatles. The reason why the Beatles was mostly watched is they thought the intelligence agency actually thought he was a spy. Yes, of all people, the one who brought us Cherry Lane and all that, yes, he was actually watched in case he did something. The CIA to kill Castro with seashells. This actually meant the president of Cuba. We would go in and poison and do stuff with him. This was a secret intelligence agency, yes, to kill the Cuban president. Of all things, our presidents actually thought of killing another one. This was in 1960s to 1965. This is when they were supposed to be to do this. They were going to poison his cigarettes. It's online, guys. Look it up. The ones with Cuba. And they were going to do his cigarettes. They was actually going to kill him by doing different stuff like that. It's crazy, guys. And also Potemkin, I hope I say this right, that one, Ville. It actually was done in the 1700s. Yes, and it was a woman in Russia, and she actually set things on fire, like, you know, like the land. She set the land on fire, and she also had rockets, and she had snipers. So this one was actually a conspiracy because, you know, back in the day, we overthrew the government sometimes, but this one didn't actually say she was overthrowing the government, but I know there was a few incidences, and no, one of them was actually the Romanovs' daughter, Anastasia, and them actually had their whole family, like, slaughtered by the people. Grand Central Station had a secret room. The secret room was actually a war room. In World War II, that was secret World War II. It went all the way down to the basement, guys, of all places, the basement. You know, and they actually had where Teddy Roosevelt could actually go in and do what he needed to do and give out commands. So this is actually a war room, and it was below everything else, so you really couldn't see it, guys, but they had orders to shoot to kill. And I said Nessie was one of them in earlier. That's the Area 51 for over in England. Okay, so here was some top conspiracies with the weirdest names and the weirdest people doing it, okay? Hit a like, hit a share. Hope you like this one. I hope I was information. You can go on the internet. You can look these up on yourself, guys. I would suggest you do it. Because some of these conspiracies is way out here, but that was a few. I'll bring you maybe some more so you can have a good laugh at my side effects that I can't really do too good, like woo, 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 woo. So that was their Area 51 was actually Nessie. You can look it up. You can do what you want. hit a share, hit a like, make a comment, because I'd love to hear from you. I don't know, so leave your name and number after the beep, and make sure you hit a like.